That's the reason why I invited the Holy Spirit,
Mhm.
because when I say he birthed that book out, he birthed that book out. And it's a nosy book. Who knows? It's a nosy book. But
Oh
it's
goodness.
for that person that needs to hear
Mhm.
what I went through. They may not necessarily identify with everything,
Mhm.
but a lot of women, including men, have gone through abandonment and rejection
Yeah.
and
Yes.
some type of abuse.
Mhm. And I
So,
think a lot of people tend to hold that in because they're embarrassed by what they went through because they feel like there is an isolated incident, that they're the only one that went through it. So they don't feel, especially with men, I would say that most of them get embarrassed by going through something that is a stigma of only women go through that. Only women go through physical abuse and mental abuse and things of that nature. But I think a lot of it stems from our childhood of not being heard as children, little boys and little girls, when their parents don't listen to them expressing hurt and pain. Because I know I grew up where anytime I would say, well, my feelings were hurt, it was always, you don't have no feelings. You're not feeling anything. And I'm like, but what you said was hurtful. So I feel the need to be able to tell you that you hurt my feelings, and you don't get to judge me based on me telling you how I feel. If I stump my toe, you don't get to tell me that it doesn't hurt. If I hit my elbow, you don't get to tell me that it doesn't hurt. So let me express to you what you did and what you said to me is hurtful, and how can we communicate better this way? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that when you open yourself up to put your thoughts and your feelings on paper and in a book, you're opening up yourself to be judged in a way that you may not be prepared for. And it takes a strong level of vulnerability. It takes a strong level of having your faith in God to be able to get through that. And people are going to judge you. They're gonna, because they haven't yet been through anything. But one piece of advice my aunt gave me when I was younger, and that was just keep living. And I didn't understand what she meant by that when I was a little girl. And it was always just keep living. And I was like, what does that even mean? I hope I do keep living, but I don't understand what you mean by that. But it was basically simply to say this: you may not experience it today, but tomorrow is always a new day for you to experience something that someone else is going through. So as long as you keep living, you have an opportunity to experience what someone else has either gone through, currently going through, or trying to get through. And when you live, you will know that it might not be yours today, but it can very well be yours tomorrow. So,
absolutely.
what advice would you give to someone who is on the fence about writing about their experiences through life?
Well, it's deep because the press came from God, right?
Hmm.
So he gave that unction.
Okay.
But with that, sometimes you just gotta just start writing, whether
Yeah.
it's typing or you're just writing,
Yeah.
and you're writing your feelings down. You're
Hmm.
writing the different things that you went through.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, there is some type of relief. So if you have, this is what I was always told. My testimony is a platform for ministry. So
Yeah.
whatever it is that you have gone through in your life and you're still dealing with with the pain of it,
Yeah.
sometimes it's easy just to just write your feelings down.
Yeah.
You don't know what God is going to do. But I
Yeah.
say just give yourself a chance. No matter what someone says, oh no, don't do it. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
God is giving you that press. So
Yeah.
go for it. Take a chance because we really don't know what's going to happen once we finish. So
Yeah.
just take a chance.
I believe in being very obedient to what God is telling us to do.
Ooh-wee.
But it is oftentimes, sometimes it's hard to